You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary, Coming Attractions episode. Joe Findlay here.
And Todd, Tebow the Sailor, Murray.
And we go from a wrestling movie to a goddamn classic.
Yep.
Now, I mean, it's all a matter of opinion, I guess, as to what a
Some
goddamn
people
classic
thought
is.
that No Holds Barred was a goddamn classic.
Yeah, but this one will not be construed as a wrestling movie by anybody, okay? We're going to do some Spielberg.
Hell yes.
He deserves this.
Is this our first Spielberg?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll go with yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, I think it is too.
Unless, except way back in the past when we did.
That's right. We did most of them.
They were all lost.
We did most of them, yeah.
We only did ones that were related to either slavery or anti-Semitism.
Exactly.
So we did Schindler's List, which we actually played a clip from.
Yes, we did.
And then we did Amistad. Yeah.
Don't forget Always.
1941.
1942, the sequel.
There you go. All right, so we go Steven Spielberg. We go Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah.
We go Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Hell yeah.
Indy is coming into our lives in a very big way. It's going to be our second Harrison Ford movie because we got some Star Wars going.
That's right.
But we are excited about this. We wanted to do another big one, and we want to check it out.
So let's much bigger than this, baby.
Not much. They don't make them like this anymore, right? Is that how we say it?
What in the fuck was that?
I deserve a chest slap. give me one.
I'll do it when you press play.
All right, let's have a look at this.
Am I on a job now?
What?
Oh, fuck.
No. No, it's all good. I just wanted to see if you'd get mad. You did. All right, let's have a look at the trailer.
For nearly 3,000 years, man has searched for the lost Ark of the Covenant.
The Bible speaks of the Ark leveling mountains and laying waste to entire regions. Not something to be taken lightly. No one knows its secrets.
Jones, do you realize what the Ark is? It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking to God.
An army which carries the Ark before it is invincible.
The Ark, if it is their Eternis, then it is something that man was not meant to disturb.
It is protected by forces beyond imagination. It is desired above all treasures on earth by those who are good,
Trust me.
and those who are evil.
I'll tell you everything.
Yes, I know you will.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Let her go.
We have no time. If you still want the Ark, it has been loaded onto a truck for Cairo.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. A film from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas.
So that is
Ooh, what a trailer.
That's our next one. I'm excited. I missed the old trailers like that. They used to have like voiceover and all that kind of shit,
it didn't
right?
ruin the movie either.
Yeah.
You just got like a sense of what was going on. Now it's like 8 months before the movie comes out, there's a preview, and then a month later and a month later and a month. I'm like, I've seen the movie.
Yeah. Essentially, it's just get a basic idea. It's like, oh, he's a guy with a whip. Oh, he's in somewhere.
This is an adventure tale from a director we like.
Yep, got it.
Was Raiders like one of the what number of that was we shouldn't go too far into it, right? Because we'll ruin it. We're not gonna give this shit away for free, people. You're gonna have to watch the full episode.
Yeah, you gotta watch the ones that you would have to pay for if we charged.
That's right. So what I was gonna say was like, because he started the popcorn summer blockbuster, did he not, Spielberg, with
Jaws? Jaws was the first.
That was the first popcorn summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
Was this his next one? Was Raiders after?
I don't
know if it was right after, but was it that his next popcorn big flick?
I think it was his next big one.
Yeah. What a fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
Anybody, even now you watch the movie, it just kicks ass.
Absolutely. It's just one of those movies that's like a perfect movie. It's the characters are all right. The every beat in it is exactly right. It flows really quickly. Like for a longer movie, it feels shorter.
But it's a lot of the movies now, like action adventure movies, it's like they get to the end too fast. It's like there's no real conflicts and stuff. But this movie's like, oh, it's awesome. You got the dots on the map moving around.
Yeah. It has that feeling too of like an old adventure movie.
Yes.
Like a kind of a Casablanca, kind of like those types of movies, and you got like the two love interests and this big thing going on around them and all that kind of stuff.
Not too much love interest though.
No, it's
just enough to be like, okay, these people care about each other. Back to the whip snapping
the main thing is the task at hand.
Yes.
But the love interest exists and is not ignored.
Oh, I hate when they do that. You know, I never hated back in the day because you'd see boobs, but now they put those sex scenes in, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
Or is it? They don't even do sex scenes anymore unless you're watching HBO or something.
Hobo.
Yeah, hobo.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put this out there. Controversial statement.
Ooh.
I did not dislike Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Holy shit! Did you hear that, people? What the fuck have you just admitted to?
I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you.
What the fuck? This was a sting. You're busted.
That's entrapment.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to say it.
Or did you?
Yeah, I did.
You know what? I go to Toronto, and all the time, me and my buddy Hip, we watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and every time we're like, we like it. I think it's all right, man. It's got some flaws.
There are bad elements to it, but that's the problem. Is the nitpickers who watched, who waited so long. And this is the same thing about the Star Wars. Star Wars had a lot of bad elements, the prequels, and the second movie is not a good movie. No. The first movie is mostly not a good movie, but it's got some really cool shit too. But this one, all they were like, the monkeys, that's garbage. The ending, that's garbage. There are things that you can remove. Like, there are some things you should just goddamn suspend disbelief.
Like, where did you think it was going to go? It's crystal skulls. Yeah. So where did you think it was going to go? Just be lucky you didn't end up on the spaceship or something.
And they're all... And all of the things they've dealt with are one way or another kind of supernatural. I mean, they're like the religious artifacts are technically
How could you watch Temple of Doom and watch them fall out of the plane and open up the raft, and the whole movie's like, okay, so we can believe that voodoo and these kind of things exist,
but not aliens.
But not an alien, and not even like you just see the spaceship for a brief time. Yeah. You think if anybody was going to encounter an alien at some point, it would be Indy.
And they kind of blow off the fact that it's aliens too. It's like they're not aliens; they're interdimensional beings.
That's right.
Mean, same shit.
The spaces in between the spaces.
Yeah. But I like
that line.
The characters are strong in it. The idea of the push for Shia LaBeouf was its own thing. But I mean,
did not like
to have no.
We always need a sidekick, right? But it was bad.
But a sidekick. They were trying to everybody got the feeling they're like, oh, is he going to be the new Indy? Because they kept really pushing him in there.
Also, the hat scene when his hat comes off, and you're like, oh, he's gonna pick it up and be the.
I kind of liked the way they did that though, because he picked it up, and you're like, oh god, this is so cheesy. But then he took it away from him, and it's
grabs
like, fuck
it
you,
off
kid.
I'm
still
not dead yet, you little motherfucker.
Yeah, so I like that.
Dancing with little girls,
and then he tried
crazy.
Then he tried to pick a fight with some guy outside of a bar and got beat up.
Well, not to mention that he fucking dissed Spielberg. Because he was in his badass phase. You know what? He better not be in it. If I was Spielberg, I'd be like, okay, maybe we buried the hatchet, but you don't make it into one of my movies, man. You don't say that shit about Spielberg, man.
Well, especially because Spielberg gave him his mainstream movie
career. He already was doing Even Stevens and all that shit. Yeah, he was.
But his mainstream kind of thing. And then that's what made him mad. I think he got too mainstream for his hippie attitude. Yeah. Because and I'm not saying hippie young hippie blah blah blah. I'm saying because he was raised by hippies. Yeah. So it was
ba boo bow, man. We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Exactly. But the idea that all of a sudden he was just huge from Transformers and from this, and then all of a sudden he just shit all over.
I love the video of him, his inspirational video.
Oh God, yeah, we've brought that up a couple of times.
Oh, I can't get it out of my head. It just plays on a loop.
We'll do one day, because that's a YouTube thing, so I think we can legally just play that.
So
I'll make a
too.
video of you watching that video and just doing it. We'll just have like a side-by-side. We'll get meta.
It should be like a side-by-side of in a van down by the river and him doing that. Because he's doing Matt Foley moves in there, man.
Yeah, he is. But he still flexes it. I like the one, too, where he's just like, I can't remember what it was.
He's like standing in front of a camera at some weird spot and people are like getting into his face. It was like 72 hours with, Shia LaBeouf.
He's got the weirdest.
He was in that Saya video. Remember the Saya video? He's dancing with a little girl. Apparently the little girl said he stunk. Stunk to high heaven.
Yeah, and then he looks like he stinks, though.
Yeah. It looks like his fucking attitude stinks.
Yeah. I feel bad for the person who had to have sex with him in real life in Nymphomaniac.
Oh, gross.
I gotta go and scroll through those things again. They're on Netflix.
What, Nymphomaniac?
Nymphomaniac
That's
part 1 and 2.
Movie ever.
I know, it's broken into 2 parts, and so I just like scroll through and I like try and watch
Trier.
I think so.
I go to try again, Lars. Jeez.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Fucking right.
Well done. You mispronounced his name, but then you got a good pun out of it, so I'm gonna take it.
Keep trying, bud.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, it's the excessive focus on the bad elements. Like you're just
that's
like,
all,
yes,
that's all people do nowadays.
But like Kate Blanchett was awesome. I don't care what anybody says. The guy who was like the double agent guy was really good. Hey there, Jonesy. Yeah. Like he was a perfect character.
I love that beginning scene where they're following the balls around.
John Hurt.
Yeah.
Like they were just like there's so many good aspects.
Hurt,
and I think now, though, I think he will clean it up and go, okay, I hear what you're saying about the monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it. I saw it on screen. I was
goofy.
not too happy about that. I hear what you're saying about like
you know what he's at there making his movie great, and Lucas is like, hey, it'd be a great idea.
Monkeys.
He's like, nobody cares anymore, Lucas. Just count your billions of dollars and complain about Star Wars.
Well, I don't think that Lucas will have anything to, because it's a Lucasfilm movie, and so it's owned by Disney. So I'm willing to bet you that George Lucas
is it
will
going
have
to be Disney that
do.
releases it?
Yeah,
because they got everything Lucas.
Yeah. They bought Lucasfilm.
Oh, fuck. You think he could have made a side deal and just shot Spielberg fucking Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Oh,
but either way, like Spielberg's going to do the movie. Like he's still going to get paid to do the movie.
That is wicked.
But I'm wondering how that will be with Disney on board. Like the one thing...
He made a Disney... Didn't he make... wasn't BFG for Disney?
Yes.
Okay, so he's already in Disney's bed. Everybody's been up in big Disney's bed.
He's done it, and I mean, they're not afraid to go a little more raw. Like Rogue One, it had a lot of CG in it, but in a lot of places it was still a lot more raw.
No, but Star Wars is the kind of movie that CG's cool.
Yeah, well, because you have to, because some of the things just don't exist.
You know, because like that scene with the monkeys, it was just god awful. Yeah.
It was bad CG. It was a bad scene.
Even if the scene was just him, like, you know, standing in between the two cars but not getting hit in the nuts like Homer Simpson skiing. You know, that could have been a cool scene. They're on the almost off the cliff,
and to me, like the quintessential thing, like you talked about the fire ants scene.
Yeah, I like
and again,
that
the
scene.
CG could have been better, but it was a good scene.
I liked it, like where it went,
and
it was a little dark.
Yeah, it was a little dark, and then and that one guy when he finally goes down, and then the ants just take him over. You're like, yes, that's amazing. And when they start pulling him to the anthill, that was really cool. But for me, the quintessential Indiana Jones scene is when they're at the burial ground and all the like Aztec guys start like coming out of the holes and like firing the darts at him, because that was a cool like choreographed scene, and that was actually one where like Shia LaBeouf came off pretty good, because like all the ones even in the early bit where he's like got like the switchblade and he's like, how you doing, daddy-o, like that. I'm like, what's happening? I understand
what's happening in my life right now.
I wasn't aware that the greasers crossed over with World War II so friggin' succinctly.
Well, they did. They actually won the war.
Well, I know it was post
World
War
fact,
II, but yeah,
Punkers and the greasers won that thing.
There we go. So is the next one going to take place at the Korean War? Like
where do you think the next one's going to be? Because there's a new one.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, so there's been the timeline, because Lucas said back in the day that they were supposed to be like the old serials.
Yeah.
Where over time they would change. And he said back in the day that the 30s were the adventure serials, but the 40s went into sci-fi.
Yeah.
And now Indiana Jones is now in the 40s.
Yeah.
Well, he was
he's in the 40s for
in Indy 3, because that was the he meets Hitler and all that shit.
Yes.
But this one was still in the 40s, and that's when sci-fi became big, like 40s, 50s, like War of the Worlds and stuff. So that's why they added the aliens kind of thing.
And if you want to nitpick, Adolf Hitler signs his name incorrectly in that movie.
He does?
He misspells Adolf. He uses the.
He did that on purpose for scalpers off his name.
In Germany, it's spelled with an F. Here, it's spelled with a PH. And it was spelled
he knew that guy was over here, so he spelled it accordingly.
Nice.
Or he probably did it.
I'll take care of it.
I don't want you. Don't sell this on eBay. I don't know. Panuzio. I don't know what that was. It's like German, apparently.
If I'm going to sign an autograph for an American fan, I won't spell favorite with an OU. I'll spell it American style. I actually have that problem. I do a lot of the posting on the on our website and stuff like that, and I'll write a word. Yeah, that's true. I will write it. I was trying not to say that because a lot of things I'm like the guys are going to be posting like to make it kind of third person,
right?
But it's me. We don't have a staff here, but yeah.
Okay, Susan, we're gonna take 2 lattes.
Yeah,
we train them good. Don't you even peep.
No
don't
foam
even
for
nod.
me. But
I'll take his foam.
Yes, extra
like
foam,
extra heady.
Yeah. Put a deep fried pickle in mine if you can swing
that's
it.
That's a great idea. It's your stir stick.
You got it. But wow,
pickle flavored coffee, is that a thing? They probably have it in Japan.
I guarantee it. It's probably just pickle brine instead of water. Mixing with the coffee. Disgusting.
It's good for you.
It probably cures cancer or something like that. But yeah, anyways, but when I'm writing stuff on the website and stuff like that, I have that thing every time. The bulk of our listeners are American.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm a proud Canadian. I was like, what do I do? I just write it how I write it.
Hell yeah.
Because then I know one of my friends will go on our site and go, you don't know how to spell things. You're dumb.
I have a lot of problems, but
you're
that's
dumb
not one of them.
Your face is dumb. Yeah. Don't worry.
Podcast is dumb.
I don't have any friends who go on our website.
I don't have any friends.
There it is.
Who gives a shit? Who needs them?
Fuck them. Fuck them.
I did. That's why I don't have them anymore.
Nice. Fuck them and leave them, baby. All right.
They left me.
Yeah. So, Indiana Jones next week. This obviously means that we will be doing other ones, which means we'll probably get another awesome podcast cover by yours truly.
Oh,
I hope you guys did like the Star Wars one. I was very proud of that. The Star Wars podcast cover with the lightsabers.
Oh, it was good. That was a good job, man. He goes above and beyond. Man, I wouldn't do any of that shit.
That's what I'm here for. That's why I got
like a blank shot.
That's why I got the EP credit, baby.
The EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets all the credit. You're like when you watch like The Phobe or one of these movies that
they have like 2 people.
Yeah. And it's like, and they, for some reason, have to put the credits and you're okay, we get it. Like you could have just put at the very beginning, like I did everything. When I didn't, it was this guy. But it's like, no, it's like key grip, Joe Finley.
Yeah.
Key grip number 2, Joe Finley. Key assistant to the key grip number 2, Joe Finley. Yeah. And you're just like, is this really necessary? Like,
it's necessary that I am my own assistant and my own assistant's assistant. Because sometimes I really need to delegate. I do not feel like doing something and I got to pass it off. But quite frankly, it happens so often that then that person needs to delegate.
You were the basis for multiplicity.
Yeah. There it is. Actually, if you ever seen the episode in The Office,
I have.
Yeah, where Dwight becomes the manager temporarily, and then he's like, I'm gonna make you my number 2 to Jim. and then he's like, by the end of this day, Dwight is going to work for me. And then he basically made a contest to make who the number 3 person was, and then Dwight won the contest. So then he gives Jim something to do. Then Jim hands it back to Dwight. He's like, I need you to take care of it.
I love
it. It was such a brilliant show. But to me, that was that was the most Jim and Dwight thing outside of like the first season where they were doing stuff right out of the British one, like the stuff in the stapler and the Jello. And
like the snowman one was really good. He wails on him.
Yeah, like
he's
terrified. It's the one time when he
totally
defeats him. It was so funny. I just rewatched it again very recently, and I'll tell you right now, the Niagara Falls, not just because I live around here, but the night when they get married in Niagara Falls, cry like a baby.
Yep.
Cry like a baby.
Oh, yeah,
every
I cried
time.
To it. I love
every
that
time.
show.
I've seen that episode
and
so many times.
My girlfriend's in there. It's either so my celebrity bang is either Christina Ricci, or Ellie Kemper. I am in. Oh my god! And I watched. You watched Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes, I have seen Kimmy Schmidt. It's quite good.
Season 3 is coming on soon.
Yeah, I know.
Really soon.
Yeah, it's very soon. By the time this comes out, it'll be out.
Oh my god!
So you've already watched it.
I've already missed it.
Boom! It was great.
Oh shit!
Nice.
I'm gonna say right now. Okay, total prediction.
Let's hear it.
Season 3 will be better than season 2.
Okay,
but not as good as season 1.
Sweet.
That's my out of the gate lock.
Lock it in.
That's a guarantee, people.
Yeah. Actually, we just did a lot of
A lot of flim flamming.
yeah.
A lot of gym jamming.
Well, we're getting, it's the summer's ended now, but we know what shows aren't coming back, like everything that was canceled and stuff like that. There was such a huge,
There's a lot of them.
a lot of things like Two Broke Girls and stuff.
Oh,
which,
thank
like,
God.
I know, but it is what it is. But it's like it was one of those ones. It felt like it wasn't on that long. It was actually on for 6 years.
It felt like it was on for 6 years too long.
Yeah, and then Carrie really liked the show. I was never a huge fan.
Oh God, I hated it.
But,
Yet watched it all the time. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it happens.
Isn't that odd? Yeah.
It happens. I hate watching it. But yeah, so
It's 11:11. Make a wish. 11:11.
it came true. We're not canceled yet.
Oh my God.
You know how I know we're not canceled yet? Because our check's cleared.
Cash this check, baby.
Yeah.
Do
And
it
by
right,
checks, that doesn't mean our paychecks. That didn't occur. The checks that we wrote to other people to keep this thing afloat.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry I said that. Here's your money.
Yeah.
$2.37.
Oh God, the jerk.
$2.37.
When are we doing the jerk? Steve Martin, putting that down there.
Or was it $1.30? It was something like
But
that.
it was
Yeah.
it was like we have $1.09. Like,
9
but whatever it
cents.
is, it's that hit.
Yeah.
Like, it's so well written. But, anyways, I think we've made our point about that.
I don't. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we sure did.
What
What else happened out there in the world? LeBron James is going to be forced to. He's apparently on a supplement
Yeah.
that has made him into this beast that you see. And I guess in the industry of playing basketball, they've been questioning to themselves, like, how can this guy be a beast for this long?
Yeah.
And they found out that he's on a supplement that is right now legal, but I have a feeling they're going to make it illegal.
Yeah.
And you're going to watch now Stephen Curry's going to be beasting on him all the fucking time.
People are
'Cause-
always getting away with that kind of stuff.
Yep.
There was a similar thing too.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor McGregor, and then Peyton Manning had
Yep.
a thing where that thing came out on what was it, Al Jazeera
Yeah.
TV there. That basically exposed him for this big like HGH thing
This
and blah blah
weird-
blah.
It's not HGH.
No,
though.
I know.
It's like a weird. It's a supplement mixed with like apple cider vinegar.
It's like deer
And
penis.
and apparently the guys took it. Like a lot of these sports places have been like, you take it and literally in 4 weeks you're fucking shredded. You sleep like a baby. It said you get a full REM sleep.
Wow.
Everybody hurts sometimes. That's what you hear too. That's what you hear all day. You're just in the fucking zone.
It's a good song. Losing My Religion is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me.
That's me. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And also that was how that was the first way I got into shape, was by losing religion.
Really in the corner.
Well, because they keep feeding, like as a kid, they were feeding me wine and wafers. I was like, so I got rid of that, and then and guess what happens? I don't get.
It's like orbits. It's like your wine has chunks of wafers floating in it.
And then while they're doing that, they're feeding it to you, and they're staring at you and going, "This is Jesus." I'm like, that's terrifying.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Remember when you could stand in the corner and put your arms around yourself and make it look like you're making out with someone?
Yes. I remember that, and I remember it was a long time ago.
Fucking what a dance. What a school dance.
I saw pictures of us from when we were doing dress rehearsal for War Show in high school. And there's a picture of me, and I was the beardiest person in the world as a teenager because nobody else could grow it like me, so I just did it.
So everybody was like, who's that 50-year-old guy that you're sitting with over there? We're like, it's Joe.
So what I did, I grew out the goatee, and then prior to the play, I ditched the beard part, so I kept the mustache, which I thought was pretty impressive.
I thought it was really impressive, actually.
And there's a picture that Todd took me. This isn't the picture I was looking at that reminded me. It was actually me with the goatee still, and I had a red bandana on, and I was posing out.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, you took the picture.
Huh.
And then I was like, but I remember I had my arms around myself in such a way. I was like, I was touching my back. I'm like, I can't do that anymore. I'm like, I really need to get to work. But yeah, I'm gonna do it though. I promise you guys, by the end of this season, so this year, so by August 16th of 2018, I will be able to, I won't be a skinny man, but I will be less than now.
What I'm gonna say, I'll do one too.
Okay.
And you do one, and we'll see. We'll stick to it. We'll see, like in the look back episode.
We're gonna look back. Yeah.
How many pounds either are you gonna say?
Oh shit.
Inches or pounds? Don't go crazy. Say like 15 or something.
Yeah. Let's say 15. Okay.
That's a long time to lose 15 pounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna do better because
I am going to gain 15.
Nice. Just in dick muscle.
Fuck it.
But yeah.
Lip injection in your penis.
I've got a really cool way. Nobody has ever thought of this.
What?
I'm like, people are going to see me like eating food and it's like, oh, he's never going to lose that weight. But really, I'm going to go in the back and I'm going to puke all the food up.
That's a great plan.
Nobody's ever thought of
you
it.
Know what?
Genius.
I'm just not going to eat at all.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna fast forever.
Nice.
I'll say it's a religious thing.
Yeah.
I'll be fainting everywhere.
Sweet.
Falling over. Always a glass of wine in my hand too.
So next,
That's
all over my white couch again. So you keep inviting him over, so he eventually makes it a red couch. Why did I give him the red?
Mine's gonna be I'm gonna quit smoking.
All right, there it is.
I will because fuck it.
Because fuck it. Because smoking's the worst.
It is the worst.
Yeah.
What's the point?
That's right.
There ain't no point to it, man. Nobody needs to smoke.
My father-in-law, he had the patch on and was smoking.
He smoked through the patch.
Yeah. Well, he put the patch over his throat and he gave himself a tracheotomy. That was the old.
Judah, your caseworker.
Love Judah.
Man.
Oh, Beetlejuice. That's another one that's getting done this year. We were discussing the movies and stuff like that and the ones coming forward. And like the ones we've just listed get us through the next couple of years, no problem.
Not a problem.
Easily.
There's a lot of movies out there.
There's a lot of movies out there.
There's a lot of shitty movies to watch. I'm really impressed with this, actually.
Yeah. All last year, basically every time we had a movie, like we had a list of movies we wanted to do, and almost every time we're like, let's do this movie because we just thought about it. And I'm sure it's going to happen again this year.
I'm sure it will.
But we're looking forward to it. We've got one under our belt for this season. We got some No Holds Barred.
Yep.
We got Indiana Jones coming up. We're going to try and keep mixing it up, but we do want to hear from you guys. If you have any ones that mean something to you, and that's what it is. It's not just, oh, do this movie because it's good, or do this movie because it's new, or do this movie because
even what about if they could send us their own movie? And we'll friggin' watch that.
We'll watch it and just do it as like a mini episode or something
as a mini
like that.
episode.
Because if it's something that nobody else can watch, then...
Oh, yeah, because that's weird. Yeah, because then they can't see it.
Yeah, and I won't have any trivia on it. Unless they send me all of them.
Yeah, tell us about yourselves and then send us your movie.
So basically do the commentary about your movie and then we'll do commentary about the commentary about your movie.
I like that.
All right. So that will be very meta and we'll do that. But yeah.
Within a podcast.
But yeah, if you have a movie you want us to do, email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com, joe@miscastcommentary.com, todd@miscastcommentary.com, and let us know what you want us to watch.
Or not want to watch.
Yeah, or not, and why. Oh,
yes.
well, why for the you do want to watch? If they don't want to watch, you don't have to explain why. It's like,
I'd like to know.
Please don't watch Caddyshack 2. I was raped during it. Okay.
We're watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and guess what we're going to talk about the whole time? Fucking.
Is that what we're talking about the whole time?
That is true. All right. So tune in next week because you know what we're going to watch next week. We're going to go from there. Happy fall, guys.
Season 2, Electric Boogaloo.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast media production.